Both drivers now in pre-stage. The Top Fuel final round of the Northwest Nationals. They're both triple-digit reaction time, and it's going to be Steve Torrence, 394 at 289. Once again, it is not going to hang on the wall of an art museum, but that is a victory for Steve Torrence.
Here with our Northwest Nationals Top Fuel champion, Mr. Steve Torrence. Steve, the question to you is, are you happy the fact that I don't have to keep asking you when are you going to win one?
You know, you win a lot of these and you get used to it and you get a little bit complacent and maybe not as grateful as you should be. But these Capco contractors boys and this Toyota dragster, Mac Tools Redline Oil, they've stuck with me. And this is awesome to be able to win 200 for Toyota. But first and foremost, first race I've won since my grandmother passed away. Pretty badass, man.
Tim Wilkerson was just 50 on the Christmas tree, and at the stripe it's Wilkerson, 4007 at 321 miles an hour. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you might be able to make him jump through a hoop every once in a while.
Well, for the second time this season, Tim Wilkerson is holding a Wally for Funny Car. And Tim, you know, you take a lot of pride in not only driving this thing, but tuning it. As a driver, you were 50 on the tree, gave your team an advantage. As a tuner, you were consistent as all get out. Which do you take more pride in?
Well, that was dumb luck, that 50, I'll tell you that. JR leaves on everybody in the class, so I'm proud of that, believe me or not. But I never expected something like that to happen. But I was pretty wound up for that round, and I had it poked in there pretty damn deep, I bet you. But, hey, for LRS and Skag, a lot of Skag folks here, and for Ford, they've stuck with me for a long time, and people from Summit Racing Equipment, God bless all of you, and what a great day. Yeah, but to leave on JR's, I'm not gonna brag about that. That's dumb luck, but sure love this racing and sure love NHRA. Thank you very much for a great racetrack, Seattle.
Gaige Herrera is 25 on the tree to Eddie 61, and as they get to the finish line stripe, the Gaige is set for a potential sweep of the Western Swing. 676 for 198, knocking him down like 10 pins.
Down here with Gaige Herrera, who has just won 5 of 7 races here in Pro Stock Motorcycle. You've been dominating. Not only do you have the performance, but you've been riding. You took 400s at the starting line. You had 400s more performance out the back. How good does it feel to be in this situation where you're riding a bike that good and riding this well?
Oh, it's I can't even put it into words. I got an awesome machine. I got an awesome group of guys behind me. The whole Van Size Mitchell Suzuki team. They've been working hard, in the off season and this whole season. We've had a flawless season so far, and to be able to race my teammate Ed in the final, that was I would say that's the hardest race for me, because he's my boss, and but at the end of the day, the Wally's coming home in Vance Hines. So all in all, I'm very happy. Woo!
Weldon, pumps, regulators, filters, fueling champions.
Both of them having it out right here. Jackie trying to go back to back. Joey smokes the tires. Jackie Frick goes back to back. 527, 276 miles an hour. Joey Severance took the tire off when he dropped the clutch, and for John Fink and for the entire team down there, it takes a lot of diesel fuel to get from New York to Seattle. And he out of J&A Services, they qualified 1 and 3. Going to play a little 1-car, 2-car, red car, blue car. Both of them have got the performance to win this race. Doug Gordon was living in the 40s in qualifying. It's a little warmer racetrack. You see his dad getting him pumped up for the final round. How much are you willing to push? How much will it take? They both get away clean, and he has problems, and Doug Gordon goes 5:47, 268 miles an hour, and look at the family celebrate in this part of the world. His dad, of course, Jerry Hancock, and they've won a lot of races, a lot of division championships. Well, Joe Aerosmith is the invader from out of town in his GTO. Now, this is handicap start, but there's no breakout. The right lane's going to leave first, but the first person to the finish line is going to get the trophy. I don't care how fast you go. Red light start for Cody Lane. And Joe Aerosmith picks up his second national event win of the year. You want to hear the craziest part? Joe Aerosmith won Gainesville and now won Seattle. So get the green and be on the chase. They're ready. Rick McKinney is off and running. Thomas's car looked like it turned a tire a little bit, didn't it? Thomas did not make the full pull on his solo run, and he slows down here. A 10:58 for the win, and Rick McKinney making it happen. The 23 model direct injected, and Greg Kyleman driving a 350-69 Chevy Camaro. Handicap head start's going to go to the left side. Will the Classic be able to stop the new generation hot rod? Or will Justin Lamb be able to give up an almost 2-second head start and then run him down? Commons off and running. Here comes Justin Lamb. Look at him standing that thing up on the 9 wide tires. Justin plugs it in high gear. He's closing the gap, but does he have room? Greg trying to hold him off finish line. It's going to be Lamb chop by 5 thousandths of a second. Greg had a double 05 reaction time, could not close the deal, and the celebration takes place on the starting line as Justin Lamb wins again. It's as simple as that. 8.9 seconds, one time. Can the division champion knock off the defending champion and take home the trophy? Both drivers get away on a green. Throttle stops doing their stuff. Got to make the right decision at the finish line. Watch the eyes. Watch the driver. Garrett Sides gets revenge. He goes 891. He goes 181. And he goes to the winner's circle. His dad came up short a year ago. Look at him celebrating down on the starting line. And Dylan Howe goes 8-8. 8-8. He got there first. Won this race in 1992. Paul Nero got himself a handful of trophies, including one for a championship in Top Dragster, but he's never won a national event in Supergas. Driving that rad Torque 63 Corvette, Lindsay in the later model machine. Of course, the Roadster's the weapon of choice in the 990 category. Both these drivers been racing in Division 6 for a long time. Nero in the left side, Larson in the right side. Watch for the win light on the scoreboard, and it's going to say Paul Nero gets his first in Supergas at 993 at 162 miles an hour. Lindsey Larson goes 996 at 167. And then War, well, we'll see if he can catch him. They're ready. Both drivers get away on the green. Furter, Pontiac trying to hold on. War, Camaro trying to catch. It's going to be Ferd. How about 7-11 on a 707, 193 the speed. Brian War, Furter went down there and dropped him. He predicted a 678. He went 6-7. Handicap head start to the left lane. Tom Bear's going to be closing in at about 230 miles an hour. Not that Dylan's just going to be strolling down there, but still, 230 miles an hour is coming. Very deliberate. With that final bulb on the starting line, Tom Bear's ready. Dylan right there. Both drivers away on the green. Can Dylan save one of the two? No, he breaks out 6-14 for Tom Bear on a 6-14. And like Jackie Frick, Tom Bear goes back-to-back. It was rebuilt about a year ago. It was chosen as best engineered this weekend. And Dustin Ward, that classic dart, it's got a crate Hemi in it, a 392 new generation crate Hemi. The number 1090. Both drivers away on a green. We got a Dodge on one side, we got a Chevy on the other. We got a couple of really cool cars with really cool stories, really cool histories, but there can only be one winner. And wow, check it out. Brian McGinnis wins it. I do believe that's the closest race we've had all weekend. Margin of victory, 2/10,000ths of a second.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest in drag racing content and some awesome old school races. Make sure you check out the Competition Plus Power Hour with the Monday morning racer Lee Kraft and Slammin' Sammy Smith every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter channels. It's easy to stay in the know. Download the CompetitionPlus.com mobile app. Sign up for push notifications to get notified of breaking news and the latest feature stories and videos. It's a free download at the iTunes Store and Google Play.